Alright people, a little bit of a continuation. I got this one, so it's welded up nearly. I'm pretty happy with them. I've maybe gone a bit overkill welding it all the way around for these, seeing as how they're only to stop the ramps kind of twisting. But I'm pretty happy with them, they've come out nice. Almost as good as a MIG. Or almost as nice to look at anyway. I've got my end piece welded in, so all that's left to do now is I put a tack underneath there, and then bend them pieces up to them, weld along, and we're sorted. I'm debating whether to take a piece of round bar and put it across here, but forge the ends square just on anvil. But I don't know if it needs it or not. These are, I've welded them in there. So there's two sides there, and the thing about these ramps is the force is sort of vertical, so these two pieces have to part anyway for them to break. But yes, I think I'll get on with that. And just when I bend these, I put a bit of heat on them just with a propane gun and just get after them with sledgehammer, and that's it. I just thought the having the piece folded over the top means that in order for this sort of corner bit, this thin bit here to bend, two pieces of steel have to kind of slide past each other, and with weld all the way along them, they won't, they'll have to snap sort of thing. But, I must just give a shout out to Adrian Roberts. He sent us some pictures of his ramps for the same actual trailer, which is much appreciated. And that's where the design for the top came from, because originally I was going to use some old ramps that we have that were just a flat piece of steel that was forged like that and had kind of angle iron sides to give it strength. But this is a much better idea because it keeps the top of the ramps flat. So, right, I'm going to stop babbling and carry on. It's alright doing it like this. This one has gone together a lot faster than the other one did, because I cut all my bits first and did them afterwards. Yeah, when you're just welding everything together once it's in a square, it's not so slow. I bought the pieces of channel iron so that I could go and pick the fellow that we get our steels off brain about how big they'd need to be strong enough. But I'm hoping these ramps should, if ever I needed to carry sort of 3 tons each, I reckon. I mean, they'll do for my little digger for now, but I mean, I would reckon I could get a 5-ton digger on this trailer if I really wanted to, or anything else of that sort of weight. But for now, and for the moment, they'll more than do for my little machine. And making them stronger means if ever I need to put all else on, I can do. Like there's some of the jobs that I've done on gardens and things, we get a little, we hire a little, what do you call it, like a tracked wheelbarrow, and it'll tip into a skip, or they usually can, and they usually only lift to about 1.5 meters. You know, the high tip, and they lift to about 1.5 meters. Now the sides on this trailer are about 1.7 meters to the top, so I would doubt it'll be able to lift high enough to tip straight over the sides. So I mean, if they won't, I'll be able to take these ramps with me and drive it up into the trailer and tip it, sort of thing. And the other thing I'm going to do with my pieces where the bolts go through, I'm going to blank them out, them holes, because they're not related, and I'm going to put a hole for like having the ramps 6-foot centres, a hole for the ramps 5-foot centres, and a hole for the ramps like 4 foot sort of and less. Put a row of holes in so I've got different widths.